Pennsylvania and Acrisure Stadium.
Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
One, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of the game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll start on the ground with Strong.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Second down, here Strong once more.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
The Steelers had 5 and 6 to start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Joseph Osai.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Herbert back to the air. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverage.
And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Pierre Strong.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feeling they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bengals drive about to get going.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Burrow.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Well, good start for him in this one here in the first quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Herbert. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first and 10, it's Strong. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And the Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run with Strong.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On 4th down, Herbert.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 1, ready?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
On 1, ready? 11, Thomas.
Mixon with a first down carry.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
On one, right?
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Quick slant caught by Chase.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. And he is in! Touchdown, Bengals!
Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have regained the lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and he'll come up empty on the drive for 2.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
He's got him in, complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a roll. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Herbert throwing again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Herbert. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Fryermuth.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 2.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got a man complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, it's Herbert. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Third and long, it's Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. The 20. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Burrow will throw. And he's got it. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
McPherson's kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Herbert now.
Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. To the air again, Herbert. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He's got Hurst, his tight end. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season.
Here we go.
Because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity.
Preach. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. 30 yards.
And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
32. Steelers 14. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A gain of 10 yards.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
32. Steelers 14.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th. That one, CD, and well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
He spins free. Always got some breathing room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert.
Finding strong underneath.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
On one, ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On second and 10, Burrow.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year.
And the Bengals are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On first down, Justin Herbert.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Herbert back to the air. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Cincinnati, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim